Okay, it's the beginning of our day, and tomorrow we'll be having our Upasika day, and the theme is going to be around chanting, and for us as a community, and particularly as a monastic community, chanting is a part of the part of the practice, part of the training, part of our rhythm of daily life, and to be approaching the chanting as a practice, and learning how to use it as a practice. Oftentimes it's viewed as something you have to put up with until it stops, and then you can start meditating. But that's usually not it's not really a fruitful way of approaching it, because it's there isn't any distinction really in the things that we do. Just learning. This is learning how to establish mindfulness, effort, the concentration in not just in formal sitting, but also in the other aspects of our life, and certainly chanting forms a part of that. And we learn with chanting. One of the things that is helpful is breathing. So when you're paying attention to your body, paying attention to your posture, breathing, so that you're breathing in deeply, breathing out. You've got a connection with your body. Then the forming of the articulation of the words, and putting some effort into the actual enunciation of the chanting. And because if chanting is sort of sitting there sort of slumped over and kind of mumbling away, then it doesn't energize the mind, it doesn't brighten the mind. So but when one pays attention to the posture, pays attention to the breathing, opening the chest, that enunciation of the words and phrases, when the chanting is finished and you go to sit, there's energy there that is you can apply to the meditation object, and so that really forms an important part of the training. Because if usually how we do things in one area is how we tend to do it in others. So that if you're begrudgingly, sloppily doing one thing, then usually how you end up doing everything else. So that just learning how to create that sense of application of effort, that taking an interest in what one's doing, chanda. It's like the itipadas in the one of the four itipadas, which are part of the factor wings of awakening, is that chanda, that desire, interest, and motivation. So learning how to apply that in say with chanting, taking what do the chants actually mean? What am I chanting about? What is the essence behind it? Virya, putting forth effort, applying energy. Because what you put into something in terms of energy is what you end up getting back to it. That's what you end up receiving. Vimamsa, a sense of circumspection, investigation, contemplation. How to use this skillfully? How to adjust so that it's also attuning to others, because you can't just be belting it out and not paying attention to what others are doing as well. It's an attunement to the other voices and the people around you. So that application of the mind, and as one applies the mind and then investigating, contemplating, there's a sense of clarity arises, and it's a part of the whole path of training a mind. Because one of the images that always comes to mind of reading, I think it's in Ajahn Mun's biography. Ajahn Mun is this sort of seen as this austere, gung-ho, crack meditator, but part of his daily was Ajahn Mahabua trying to sneak up and hear what Ajahn Mun was chanting, and trying to listen to what chants he was chanting, because in the evening time he'd begin his evening meditations with about an hour of chanting before starting actual meditation. Ajahn Mahabua trying to get close enough to listen. And as soon as you start getting close enough, then Ajahn Mun would stop chanting. As soon as Ajahn Mahabua pulled back, then Ajahn Mun would start chanting again. So there was but this image of Ajahn Mun on his own, chanting and meditating, as I say, there sort of completes a picture of the different tools that we have available to us as practitioners, and just learning how to apply it and use this tool skillfully.